Before we leave regular discussion of gas laws, let's talk about a Bleve. Bleve. You know how much I like to spell. Okay. Bleve stands for boiling liquid expanding vapor explosion. And what it ends up being related to is a tank out in a tank field or in a terminal that is on fire. Now, whether there's boiling liquid underneath the tank that's on fire, or the insulation on the tank is on fire, or there's a crack line going to the tank that's on fire, I don't care. But there's fire impinging on the vessel itself, okay? So let's say, for instance, it's a gasoline tank, and you've got a fire on that gasoline tank. Now we know that if there's liquid on that surface, it helps to cool it off, right? Right? So the liquid is helping to cool off the tank, but the bottom of the tank is getting heated up because of the fire, right? So what does that mean? That means that eventually you're going to start boiling that stuff in there, right? And as you boil it, some of that liquid's going to turn into vapor, and it's going to go up in the tank, right? It's going to go up, and pressure is going to start to increase. So if the pressure increases, what ends up happening is that the safety on the tank is going to be breached. That safety is going to have to lift because the pressure on the tank will exceed the safety valve's setting. So the safety valve opens up a bunch of gas leaves, a bunch of matter leaves, a bunch of mass leaves, right? The pressure in the tank goes down, safety valve closes, but the fire hasn't been put out yet, has it? So the process starts all over again. We start building vapor because the liquid is boiling, and each time that this cycle goes through, the level in the tank goes down lower and lower. And while that level in the tank goes down, the ability of that remaining liquid to cool that metal on that tank becomes compromised. And eventually what's going to happen is that those flames licking on the side of the tank are going to weaken that metallurgy. And eventually the pressure is going to build high enough in the system to cause an explosion. Okay? That tank is going to explode, and shrapnel is going to happen. So here's what it says. How does it happen? Liquids with normally low boiling points like carbon dioxide, propane, butane, natural gas, ammonia are typically in pressurized vessels at thermal equilibrium. So if there is a rapid decrease in pressure, it causes a rapid drop in the boiling point of the liquid. Upon vessel failure, okay, so remember, the metallurgy has been compromised, it's going to fail. Upon vessel failure, the vapor space sends out a shock wave from the liquid flashing to vapor. If the material is flammable, a fireball may follow, and the rapid explosion can also cause projectile effects. Okay? So you're going to have a catastrophic effect because of the Bleve. Flame or fire impingement, there's going to be impact, there's going to be corrosion, safety valve failure, okay? An example of this, besides in a gas tank, is a radiator cap. Has anybody ever seen what happens if you try to remove a radiator cap when the radiator's overheated? Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. I suggest that you go to YouTube and look up radiator cap explosions. Now, in the module is a link to a Bleve. I want you to watch it, and then we will talk about it next time.